Welcome back. Just me again tonight. The little one is poorly. That's why she's not here. But we've often wondered about, bearing in mind that we're like travel blogs. Walking with Tim is somebody we've connected with quite a lot over the last couple of years. Starting with like walking around Norfolk to walking around Europe. Now he's walking on first class, business class planes to Dubai and Qatar and various places. But this is him walking to the Britannia Hotel in Manchester from a couple of years ago. But it's what he did best. He's changed a lot in the last couple of years, but I'll tell you now, there's no way I would stay in the Britannia in Manchester city centre. It's a lovely old building, chandeliers, big rooms, just like a lot of old buildings that they own. I wouldn't stay there because there's plenty of other places. There's a particular place I stayed for the last couple of nights in Manchester, which is cheaper and much, much better. But I'm interested to see how it's changed over the last couple of years. Britannia Hotel in Manchester has often stayed open for business. It's not gone down the route of bringing in asylum seekers because of its location. But let's see what Tim has to think about it, has to say about it even. Go on, Tim.
Hey everyone, welcome back. So today I'm in Manchester on a very hot day to check out one of the worst rated hotels. In fact, this has had nearly 2,000 terrible reviews. I'm kind of scared about going in there. Here's what some people are saying. Avoid at all costs bed bugs. That freaks me out. A pool.
It's got to be said, Tim is one of the best in the business at reviewing hotels. I believe he's banned from the Britannia Group hotels. They've got his picture on reception. I myself recently did a review of a hotel in the Greater Manchester area in Wigan that was used for asylum seeker housing for several years. But it's a cheap budget hotel at the end of the day, and there's lots of hotels out there that they're of the same ilk, and there's also lots of hotels that are more expensive for people travelling away from home and working away. There is a new group that's actually, I believe, that beats Britannia, and it's called the OYO group, OYO, and basically they are taking the absolute dumps of hotels and B&Bs and they're buying them up, and they're not doing anything to them, and they are charging them out at probably double what you can probably get a Britannia room for. So we have to be careful in terms of what we say about certain groups, hotel groups. Obviously the Britannia's got a terrible reputation, but look out for the OYO group, OYO. I believe it's owned by somebody in Asia, but they are taking what can be described as bail hostels on a good day, and they're taking them over and charging them out for exorbitant prices, to be fair. So Britannia, they're not that bad in the grand scheme of things. For those that travel around, trust me.
Falling, never again. Hot as hell, never, ever again. Do not book. And like prison cells with no customer service. This should be interesting. It is a very impressive building here in the city though, I tell you. It looks absolutely magnificent. So let's go and check out the Britannia Manchester Hotel. Chandeliers could do with a little bit of a polish though. Look at that. It's a little bit dangerous. Yeah, this carpet looks pretty worn to me. Scuffs all on the wall, and it smells of stale smoke. know whether you can see that, but literally...
Just to go back a little bit, why... Look at the state of that, and then look at that, and that. Why go to the trouble of maintaining a nice reception when the corridors are full of dirty trolleys, unused mattresses, that kind of thing? I don't know why they bother. It's just simple things that let them down. Oh.
Don't know whether you can see that, but literally just up there, what looks like a tree is growing. It's in the middle of all these new buildings as well, so it looks a little bit sorry for itself because all of the new buildings all the way around. This might sound odd, but it does remind me of a certain very posh shop in London. They've even got lights around the windows and going up the building. Wow, this is grand. Yeah, just checking in. 5th floor. It's got no windows though. And you're okay, brilliant, thank you.
No windows. We talked about that before.
Wow. At least there's a smiley face on the lift. So I'm literally right at the top then, on the 5th floor. But it's got no windows, so I'm a bit confused about this. Okay, so I don't know if I want to look over. Oh my.
It looks very nice in the central communal areas. That's always been the case, though.
God. I think it's fair to say I've never seen a hotel that has an entrance and a middle part of the hotel that looks like that. That is truly incredible. Beautiful. Once again, some very interesting furniture. So I need to try and look for my room.
See?
Random mattresses.
Mattresses, covers, it's poor. You'd think they would find a couple of rooms that are empty and just put all that stuff in there. Really, really bad management.
And beds just laying out here. Again, look at the old wardrobe. That is amazing. Some on the 5th floor staying in the turret bedrooms. That sounds interesting. Some in 5, 9, 6. That must be this way. This is a long hallway. Look at the state of the floor. What the heck? What is all that on the floor?
Paint.
Polystyrene or something? I don't know. No. Wow, look at that.
Oh, God. That's disgusting.
Feels super grotty. Right, I'm up here. 5, 9, 6. 5, 9, 4. 5, 9, 6. Here we go. Ooh, okay. It has got a window, kind of. I need to turn the lights on.
Is there a working window? Yes, oh.
Cozy.
It's a circular window.
So there is no light here anyway.
In the turrets.
I don't know what those 2 plugs are for, but I've turned them on.
Follow the cable.
There's the light. Right.
You get this a lot in hotels. They don't check the light bulbs on the lamps. And it happens all the time, regardless of what standard of hotel you're staying in. But I mean, a lot of these places with LED lighted nowadays are pretty decent and they're longer lasting, but any hotel that doesn't have that, you've always got a chance of a bulb not working.
Got to plug the lamp in. There we go. We have some light. So taking a look at the room, once again, I think I got a little bit lucky. It says no windows, and I have got a window, but as you can see, I'm in those oval windows which we saw from the outside. But the curtains, they look a little bit shabby, don't they? Yeah, you can see damp problems. Obviously this is a very old hotel, so I don't think these curtains are being held up much.
It's a very old hotel, but there's no excuse for not having it clean and painting over stuff. It's basic stuff.
Not that I really need to close the curtains, to be honest. So of recording this, we're actually in a heat wave at the minute, and I'm already sweating, and I've been in here for about a couple of minutes. They haven't given me a fan either. I might have to ask downstairs, but already I'm sweating. Bedside light don't work. Is it plugged in? There you go, we have light. Well, it's a cozy room. Looks like there's damp on the ceiling. What freaks me out, of course, is reading any reviews about bed bugs. They really do freak me out, and I had a misfortune of staying in a hotel once that had bed bugs, and I thought I brought them home with me, and I had to get the whole house fumigate. Oh my god, it was horrendous. I don't dare look. Looks alright to me. That looks okay, actually. Okay, so bed test. Wow.
Horrible.
It's actually nice and comfy. It looks like this has had a paint job recently. Interesting photo by the bed. Now actually the carpet does look reasonably clean in here, and it actually does look like it's been hoovered. Once again, very interesting choice of wardrobe. I think my nan had one like this. I know my nan had a lot of old furniture. Some actual decent hangers. So it's just me here, so one lonely cup, a kettle, and in fact actually a half decent kettle. Hairdryer right next to the kettle, a bit odd. And we also have a phone. Doesn't work, so what's the point of it? I was going to say, because I could ring down to reception to say, can you give me a fan? TV works. So let's check out the bathroom. Ooh, interesting bath pattern. Again, there's a little bit of rust there. Looks like this is either a new bath or some new taps. Interesting shower. I think this room has been updated recently because it does look pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Sink, that looks alright. Oh, look at that, they've folded over the toilet roll. Interesting choice of chair. I mean, it doesn't really go with the rest of the room, does it? The furniture, it doesn't really match, but this chair has seen some better days. Looking a little bit old and shabby. In fact, there's some stains on it. Maybe if I do that, there'll be a lot of dust from years of people sitting on it. What's that? I think I need to be naked in this room to actually stay cool. So we will go downstairs and ask if they've got a fan. I'm surprised they haven't given us a fan. It's a very, very hot day. Yeah, this room is ridiculously hot. Yeah, the carpet is really dirty. At least the bedroom carpets have been changed. I guess that's something. It's like the longest corridor ever. Yeah, you can see they've been doing some patching up. I need to just get the hoover out. It does look like something's been dragged along here. Let's have a quick look up here. Oh, okay, that's a little bit dangerous. Almost painted over the fire alarm. Where a light once was. You can see how dirty the carpet is though, can't you? Look at it. What's crazy is this is the chandelier that we saw right downstairs. Look at that. It's easy to get lost in this hotel. This lobby is crazy. Can you see me?
It might look nice on the outside and in the central communal areas, but why go to the bother of making that look nice and making the rooms look shite, for want of a better word? Because it's, you sleep in the room and it's the room that decides whether you're going to come back or not.
Chandeliers could do with a little bit of a polish though. Look at that! Interesting music coming out of the speakers. Don't know why there's gaffer tape here holding the carpet together. You can definitely tell they've had the painters in.
Yeah.
In fact, all this is new carpet. Yep, I can smell fresh paint everywhere. So at the minute, I'm struggling to understand why it's got such bad reviews, because my room seems to be okay and the hotel itself is absolutely beautiful. But let's see some more. Pirates of the Caribbean vibe here. How random is this? It's locked, can't see what's inside it. I mean, it truly is beautiful when you look at the detailing as well. Obviously, I'm sure that's not gold paint. And the chandeliers, all the bulbs have been changed. And I bet that must be a pain in the bum doing that one all the time. I can't imagine how big that chandelier actually is. Bigger than my car. Another bit of random furniture and a mattress just placed here. Big old curtains. Well, so once upon a time they used to have a porter where you could leave your luggage. There you go. Excuse me, have you got a fan for the room? Way too hot in there. Okay, can I come and get it in a bit? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, alright, thanks. Wow, look at that horse. Boardroom, study, and I think this is a restaurant.
Oh, don't eat in there.
Wow, look at that. I wonder how old that champagne is. They do a lot of weddings here. Some very interesting paintings. It's like a tea lounge. Now that is odd. Whoa, this is freaking me out. With all the mirrors. Which way do I go? It's like a hall of mirrors. Crystal suite, I bet this is locked. Function rooms, basically. You can see they've been doing painting everywhere. Wet paint.
Mirrored ceilings as well. Oof. Oh, what's that?
It's good to see no out of order signs, but painting everywhere. Wet paint.
Why do they even have these trolleys? It's like, can you see there? Why do they even have those? Because that would suggest that somebody's going to take the luggage to your room, and you don't have a porter in a Britannia, so why even have them? They're probably being used for like carting food and drinks and stuff to the bar, packets of crisps, cans of lager, that kind of thing. It's kind of a relic from the past. Still gets used obviously in nice hotels, but where they do carry luggage.
It's good to see no out of order signs, but loads of wet paint signs literally everywhere. And it's still wet, it still smells like it. Wow, look at that. Some really random furniture. Some of this stuff must be so old. Just look at the bar. Very opulent and very odd. There's a bistro down here. Wow, look at this.
That's where you get breakfast. That's it.
Wow,
People
nice.
just don't use the facilities in
It's actually a lot
Britannias
cooler
anymore
down here.
because of the state of the rooms and the corridors.
So apparently they just serve breakfast now, and this is the restaurant. It's like extra seating down there. This hotel is like crazy on so many levels. That is something you'd see in a church. Am I right? So, the Britannia Hotel in Manchester. I have come on one of the hottest days of the year, which means it is absolutely boiling in this hotel. The rooms are so stuffy, and so hot. I don't know how I'm going to sleep in here tonight. I have asked for a fan. I don't think that's going to do too much. And I also had a lot of people saying, how on earth are they going to sleep in their beds tonight? Wouldn't be surprised if everyone just walks around naked. I'm actually sweating. Now, there's not many hotels that I've walked into where it's taken my breath away. Honestly, that grand entrance when you come in, and that chandelier, absolutely huge. Literally, your eyes are playing tricks with you. You can't believe what you're actually seeing. To see it in person as well, it's truly amazing. So there is a lot of bad TripAdvisor reviews. To be honest, I can't see why. They are doing a massive upgrade at the moment, and it looks like they've been painting today, also laying down some new carpets too. Yes, there were some storage issues, which, let's face it, I guess where else could they put it, but it didn't overly look great. The hotel is predominantly actually rooms. I thought there'd be loads of different ballrooms and all these different rooms I can go and explore. There wasn't too many. A lot of the doors were locked, which I guess is good. So the restaurant doesn't do evening meals, so I'm gonna have to try and get a takeaway from somewhere, even though it's getting quite late now. And some of the furniture, again, in this hotel is truly fascinating. It doesn't quite match. I have no idea where it's come from. I'm sure it's got a lot of history about it, but also quite opulent in places as well. And with all the chandeliers, I was amazed that every single light bulb was working. Now, yes, the carpets are a little bit grim. The bedroom, to be honest, the carpet in here looks like it's brand new. It looks like it's got a new bathroom as well. Even though it's so hot, I don't think I can stay in this room. So comment below if you've stayed in this hotel and what your impressions were. If you want to see more worst rated hotels, there's a whole playlist to check out right here. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, hit subscribe, click that notification bell, and I'll see you next time.
Right, well, he's obviously caught Britannia in Manchester at a certain time. They have decorated a lot of them. They've obviously got a lot of money through from the government in recent years, and they've probably decided to reinvest some of that in other hotels, but on a budget level. But if you were going to go away to Manchester for a night or a weekend and you're taking the wife or the family, you're not really going to stay there. You're going to stay there if you're going to go on the booze. You're going to go and hammer the ale with your mates, cheap digs, that kind of thing. If you haven't seen Walk With Me Tim before, he's absolutely brilliant. Really good presenter. His video quality has got a lot better in the last couple of years, so check him out. If I remember, I will try and put a link in the comments. I will certainly link to the original video so you can find him that way. But this is typical Britannia. There's nothing much more to say about it. Anyway, thank you for watching this. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.